Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to another edition of Hops Global Crypto Space. Once again, I welcome each and everyone, pioneers, hoppers, wherever you're watching me from. Thank you for turning up in your numbers. I hope you are doing very well wherever you are. And without wasting time, let's dive right in. So today we're going to be talking about, just as the topic says, will Pi Network Mainnet launch be affected by the current market trend? So we're going to start off with saying the Pi Network was created or it started in infancy in 2019. It's been over 4 years right now since the Pi Network kicked start. It's a cryptocurrency that is based on the fact that it wants to make cryptocurrency accessible to all on a global scale, so that it's going to help with a borderless transaction of cryptocurrency, or in this case, money, using digital um, coins or cryptocurrency as an asset, okay, and to use it in purchasing of goods and services and etc., and also setting up of contracts here and there. Now, it is on this note that the process or the network has been ongoing for a long time. There were criticism by different media groups or different people who had joined the earlier starters, with the fact that they were complaining that the Pi network had not launched or gone on mainnet yet. However, it has been active for a long time within an enclosed space where it has been actively working to developing itself and pushing forward so that it could attain the level where it wanted to be before going on mainnet. It is on this note that the Pi Network launched recently that they were ready to go on mainnet to reveal to the world what it has been doing all this while. I happen to be a part of the Pi Network team. Pioneers, not team, but pioneers. I'm happy to be also a node user. Now, it on this note that the Pi Network announced that they plan to launch their cryptocurrency in the first quarter of this year, 2025, which is January, February, or March. Right now, the current month is January. It is almost coming to a close with the 31st of December fast approaching. The Pi Network team had announced that in 9 days' time, the ending of the KYC deadline is going to be initiated. And that means that there's not going to be any opportunity for any other person to do KYC after this date. Now, we also know that there are two markets that are predominantly right now in on the global scale. We have the stocks or the fiat market, which is comprises of those in the stocks, and that deals with investors moving to the stocks and making buying stocks in companies, bigger companies on the stocks market. Okay, talking about the Wall Street, etc. Now, on the other side too, we have the crypto market. Okay, now both of them work antagonists to each other, meaning that when the when the crypto space or when the fiat or the stocks market have an issue, there is a downward trend of it. Therefore, the investors move towards the crypto, and that's when, excuse me, that's when you see an increase in the cryptocurrency value, with the likes of Bitcoin, with the likes of Ethereum, and all these other top cryptocurrencies for as at now. So both ways, when one goes up, the other goes down. Now, it is on this trend that a lot of networks or cryptocurrency based networks have decided, okay, to bring in the launching of their cryptocurrencies in and around these dates where there is the favorability of the crypto space moving upwards in terms of value, to be able to launch their cryptocurrencies. Now, we can likely see, as in this year, we can likely see the other factors have also affected this, with the likes of the inauguration of the United States president, the current United States president, who is a big advocate for cryptocurrency, and even to the point of where a generation of a meme currency by which is in a way kind of like related to him. As to he being the one who did it himself, we do not know, or I don't have that much information regarding that. And that also to say that if you're listening to me, this is not financial advice. Whatever you hear from me is information that I am putting out there. In the case where you decide to venture into cryptocurrency, do so with enough knowledge on your hands to be able to go in within safely. But that's also to say cryptocurrency is quite volatile, so please be careful when you are approaching in this space. Have enough ammunitions of knowledge on you before you make any move at all. Anything I say here is a personal opinion and advice. With that out of the way, now let's move on. So a number of things can affect the market, as I said earlier on, and that it can determine whether the Pi Network's main launch, which is in the first quarter of this year, we're looking at January, February, or March. January is already coming to an end with the ending of the KYC in days, basically days, about a week and a couple of days. We will get to see the fate of the KYC coming to an end. With that being said, it's going to push forward, or is going to cause a whole lot of events to cascade or to start or happen. And what are those events? The first one is that, number one, we are going to primarily know exactly if we are going to get the KYC, the mainnet dates will be launched or will be announced by the Pi Network core team. So we are actively waiting and looking forward to the ending of the KYC, and we'll be able to see the way forward. As far as I know, and as far as information wise goes, we know one thing for sure, and that is that currently we sit at 9 million verified KYC members. We need 10 million for us to be eligible to go into mainnet coming the first quarter of this year. Now, as to the time where it's going to be, whether it's going to be February or March, we do not know. Now, let's shift our attention to the market, okay? Let's shift our attention to the market space, and then you see how things are going currently. Now, on the market space, there is a downturn to the fiat currency market, okay, or the stocks market, and as a result of the fact that Donald Trump has come into and he has been launched into power, and now with all the meme coins surrounding him, it's creating a lot of traction and a lot of traffic from the fiat currency market or the stocks market to the crypto market, where people are doing what we all know as pump and dump. Okay, the pump and dump. Basically, what it means is people they ride on the hype of a cryptocurrency all the way to the top, where a lot of people are buying. They buy in huge quantities, and because the value keeps going, everybody is rushing in to get their hands on it, and that further pushes the cryptocurrency higher and higher and higher, increasing its market cap. And then the big boys who made purchase of this cryptocurrency in its huge numbers, suddenly, because they've seen that the value has gone up, they sell completely everything, thereby claiming huge amounts of money at the loss of others, and then these people are stuck. Yeah, so that is what happened, and that is what the pumping and the dumping is all about. Now today is the 21st of January, and we are actively looking at the values of cryptocurrencies all around the globe to be able to ascertain and see how it's likely to affect, whether it's going to affect the crypto Pi Network's main launch, which is coming in, or is not going to affect it. So today we're going to be discussing about it, and I want everybody to be involved in it. Okay, we are 9 minutes in, and I think we've broken down exactly what today is all about. And like I said, the aim is to hit somewhere about 1 hour for today. It would have been lovely to have to have everybody on here so that we can have this running for like maybe 2 hours. I can push for 2 hours, and then after that we will say a wonderful bye-bye to it. So without further ado, let's jump into the section of what it entails or how the crypto market currently is looking at and how that is going to affect the Pi network launch day. Do we launch early or do we wait in the middle, or do we wait till the very end of March, which is probably might be March 14th, which confirms with the Pi value, which is 3.14. So the 14th of March. Now, all this is possible. However, we're going to focus our attention today on the factors that are going to affect us with the market trending as of now, and whether it's going to be positive or negative. So the current market are influencing network equipment manufacturers, okay, in several significant ways. So the first thing is the current market that we are seeing, especially with the bullish market on the crypto side, is affecting a lot of manufacturers of these high-end machineries that are used for the mining and for verification of these cryptocurrencies all over the globe. And of course, Pi Network is also not excluded. However, the difference is that with Pi Network, it works on the ledger or the consensus ledger. Therefore, the amount of equipment or the amount of power required is very, very low. So because of this, it's giving us a positive vibe. Okay, it's giving us a positive vibe that even though there's an affection in terms of a supply of consistent chipsets from these major companies. When it comes to it affecting the Pi network, it is very, very, very minimal. It is very, very minimal. However, it's always good to know what is going around the globe and how things are moving around. So currently, the global chip shortage continues to impact the production of essential networking components such as routers and switches. Now, this scarcity has led to an extended lead times and increased the cost for network equipment, affecting the ability of manufacturers to meet the demand. So all these things are going to it's affecting the market as we speak right now. Especially with a lot of investors moving towards cryptocurrency, it means the demand for chipset, the demand for especially and also for especially those cryptocurrencies that demand a lot of power and that demand a huge amount of chipset for its for these computers or nodes to be able to function properly. These things are going to be affected, and that in this way it's not going to affect the Pi network launch date or the launching of it. Come what may, like I said, we already have a very active node user base within different communities or different countries, and this is a positive thing for us. Let's move on to the next one. Rising demand due to AI integration. Now, this is a topic that has not been even discussed within the crypto space, or I don't even know of anyone who has actually delved deeper into this section. But I'm glad that I'm being the first to talk about this. Now, anyone who has been on social media or anywhere else on the internet, you are very much aware of the rising increase in the use of AI for so many things. Now AIs can generate videos, they can generate animations, they can even set up what we call they can even set up oh, what's the name? They can even set up contracts. Okay, they can even set up contracts. AI can write Python algorithms, which people can use to write contracts and use these contracts to be able to run different programs and different things, all the way down to the likes of using it to generate or predetermine the market trends and buying, and they can use these information to even buy stocks and shares and sell, including all the way to crypto. Okay, people still use AI to buy, let's say, Ethereum, and then they use it to do certain work with payment, borrowing, lending, and make profit out of it. So the rising demand due to AI integration is actually coming up. Now, it is up to the Pi Network team to also factor this in, that with the way things are moving pretty quick, it's only a matter of time that it's also going to get to us. So this demand and that has gone up in AI integration is something that it stands to affect us to a certain degree. However, we can also use it for our advantage, because the Pi network is made in such a way it is not dependent on AI specifically or primarily. However, if we are looking to go on mainnet and be able to integrate and work with other platforms or other cryptocurrencies, with the likes of Avalanche, with the likes of different bridges like Ethereum and all these other reputable Solana and all these other even XRP, all these other reputable crypto network based, then it is imperative that we look at the factor that can it affect us during our launch. In a way, a little bit, okay, in a little bit. But as I see it, the demand for the rapid adoption of artificial intelligence technologies, although it's driving a substantial increase in the demand for advanced networking, okay, infrastructures, but the AI workloads require high speed, low latency networks, and also prompting manufacturers to innovate and scale up production to cater for these needs. But I think with the Pi network, we are more on a ledger base where it's primarily goods, services, and eventually we'll come to the likes of contract settings integration. So hopefully, in the initial phase of the mainnet launch, the AI demand will not primarily affect Pi networks launch in terms of whether it's value or not. It will not initially affect. However, if given in a space of about maybe a couple of months, I'm foreseeing it that it will be something that will be needed. So therefore, the Pi network core team will have to pay attention to that section and see how is it possible for the seamless integration of AI into the Pi network team, Pi network framework as possible, to further bring in more investors who are willing to come in and invest in the Pi network as a whole. Not just investing and taking out, but investing to stay in and develop the network even further. Now, the third one that we're going to look at is increased capital expenditure by cloud providers. Now, there are major cloud services that are significantly boosting their capital expenditure to support these AI that we talked about and cloud services expansion. Now, the trend presents opportunities for network equipment manufacturers to supply the necessary hardware and software solutions. So these ones, when it comes to the capital expenditure for cloud providers, okay, so those who are providing cloud user base. Now, the Pi network obviously works with super nodes and nodes on a global scale. Now, like I said, the only thing is because of the minimal environmental impact or environmental footprint that the Pi network has on the environment, this sets us apart in terms of meeting with some of these requirements, or some of these things that might affect us during the mainnet launch or immediately after the mainnet launch. So with cloud providers, I think we are not technically are going to be affected by it, because our system doesn't normally usually or typically works in that sense. Now, let's not forget, with the value of Pi being set using the GCV at $314,159, yeah, the attention and the traffic that we are going to receive on the network is going to be immense, and therefore there's a likelihood that we might have to upscale our node users, or the nodes will be pushed to its very limit in terms of keeping up with transactions on the network or on the system. So I hope by that time all the node users in China, in Japan, Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, Nigeria, Ghana, and all these other countries are going to set up, are going to come on board, are going to put their foot down, are going to step up the game, because we're going to be having huge transactions of such magnitude, and especially with our low fee per transaction, is going to really pull in a lot of attention. So I think after the mainnet, we might experience heavy traffic, but I think it's something that we can deal with. I mean, China alone supersedes in terms of node usage on any network in terms of its capabilities. Not even Bitcoin comes to that. Market growth and competition. So the market growth, this is a very key thing. Market growth and this competition is definitely going to affect the Pi networks mainnet. So even that has to do with even the amount. Okay, although the amount has been set at that price, we also have to factor in that the capital generation. What I mean is the capital in terms of the overall total capital of all cryptocurrencies, obviously, is within the trillions. Now, if with Pi Network's utility, with Pi Network's amount, with Pi Network's total intake that is coming on board, we should be seeing the global market worth of the crypto space shoot up even more. Okay, now of course that is going to pull a lot of investors from the stocks market all the way to into the crypto, and they will be looking for where this huge push is coming from. And once they find out that yes, it is the Pi network that is actually pushing these buttons and moving things along, then we are going to see an astronomical increase even further into the value of Pi coins, which is something that you and I we are looking forward to. Ladies and gentlemen, if today is the first time that you're watching me or you're listening to me, like myself, like I always say, my name is Emmanuel, and thank you for joining us today. Please, please, please like, share, subscribe, share so that other people will be able to come on here and have a listen. We will be having a 30-minute discussion where everybody can come on board and have their say, come in, chip in with what you need to say, and then we will be able to carry on and finish this within, let's say, an hour or an hour and a half. Okay, that's to say, if you are here, please let me know. Push in the comment section where you're from, what your name is. If you're new here, please also you're welcome. We would like to know who you are. Over here, we are hoppers. Okay, Hops Global. We are all hoppers and pioneers and crypto lovers, and those people who are eagerly waiting for mainnet and also KYC to end. Now, the other thing that's going to affect us is what we call the regulatory and security challenges. Okay, now this is actually not even a big challenge onto us. Now let me chip in this information. The recent SIC or the SEC chairman, okay, within the United States of America, the ones who facilitated in the court issues of XRP and the rest, yeah, I think he stepped down after Donald Trump on inauguration, bringing in a much more friendlier person who is more crypto affiliated. Now, this is a good news for XRP and all these other. Although before he left, he actually sued or filed another suit for the different cryptocurrency, which in my opinion, I'm like, well, it's almost like a dying tiger. And then he has one last tooth, so he's giving its last bite. And unfortunately, one cryptocurrency will have to face that wrath before it goes away. They go away. However, with that being said, regulation and or framework is something that is very key to not just individuals but to government. You want to secure your Pi coins, or you want the security of your Pi coins to be at its top notch. Okay, therefore it is very important that security wise we are on our game. Not just security within the network, but security also within governments. Okay, within different various sectors of government. Recently, I came to announce to you in South Korea, where a group of people, or it experienced its first pump and dump, and it had never experienced that before. So a lot of people who patronized in the cryptocurrency as at that time lost their money. Obviously, they didn't have enough knowledge, they didn't have enough understanding of how the market works, or that to be able to dig deeper into the cryptocurrencies that are offering whatever they are offering, to see the how good it is, the eligibility. Are they really using it to do what they say it claims to be? Okay, which utility has the network? If you get to find out that it has no utility, that is a red flag, and you should have in your mind that don't go and sell your house and come and put all that money into buying that crypto, because somebody, or you might lose all your pension or your money one way or the other. And I've never understood why some people do that. You talk about Bitcoin, talk about one other coin, and then they immediately are talking, oh, can I put 10,000 in? Please hold your horses. Okay, don't be greedy in this space, because cryptocurrency is volatile. Once again, let me just put it in, this is not financial advice. I am only here as a friend, as a colleague, as somebody who is here to help you further understand what you might be getting yourself into. However, with that aside, it is a very wonderful space once you have enough knowledge and you have enough understanding to see how you can maneuver your way around and dig your way out when it turns south, and then come back in when the wave is rolling. Moving on, so regulatory wise, I don't think regulatory wise is going to be something that affects the Pi network. Why am I saying that? Because the Pi network have done its due diligence in terms of implementing security measures, the likes of KYC, the likes of a very thorough verification, a very thorough what do you call it, clarification of information, to make sure that everyone who is coming on the network is legit and is safe, has proven with identification, etc. So the government will not have any problem knowing X, A, Y, and Z, and be able to give the permission for the currency to be utilized within their country, or its adoption within their country. And like I said, China has taken the initiative, other countries are also taking the initiative to embark on this, which is a good thing for us, because we need more people on board as much as we can. With that being said, so regulation wise, I don't think it's going to affect us, and we are in the clear to go. We are 27 minutes in, and this is a perfect timing. I'll just chip in some few details, and then I'll open the call lines for anybody who is there to jump aboard. And like I said, we did this in 30 minutes. We have 10 people watching us live right now. So please, every person be ready. Once the line is put through, please, please, please jump on board and let us discuss. And you tell us, or tell me what you think, if the current market trend is going to affect the Pi coin mainnet date, or or the value of it, and if so, how is it going to affect it, or what are some of the measures that you think can be done to rectify all these things. So what I want to chip in is the last bit, and then I'll open the phone lines. The market growth and competition. Now, the enterprise network, okay, the entire network equipment market is experiencing notable growth, and at the same time too, with projections indicating an increase from 80.66 billion USD in 2025 to 138.08 billion by 2030. Let me repeat that again so you understand it very clearly. So because of the network equipment that have been used in on the market, be experiencing a lot of increase in its growth, because right now the cryptocurrency is literally going up. And I've said it, 2025 is a crypto year. So it's definitely going, we have not even gotten close to anywhere from 2025, where currently we are 80.66 billion. US dollars in terms of the market caps and stuff. Okay. Overall market price in terms of all cryptocurrencies is well within the trillions. But this is the fact that we are seeing just for the demand for these equipment, networking equipment and stuff, raising the value from 80.66 billion within this year to a projection of 138.08 billion. That is a huge percentage wise in terms of its increase. So this gives us an idea of what the total cryptocurrency network will be 2025, 2026, going all the way to a span of 2030. We're going to see more innovation, more DApps, more sophistication, more AI involvement, more people coming in, and of course there's going to be more demand for security, and of course the hackers will be coming in with different approaches and techniques. So ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of the in-depth reporting and explanation. I hope you enjoyed every single segment. Like I said, I'm trying to keep to time as much as possible so that you can be able to get the concise information that you need. So in a nutshell, will Pi Network Mainnet launch be affected by current market price? This is my personal opinion and my personal say. Based on what we have discussed, I would say no, nothing, or I don't see anything significantly on the global market that might affect the Pi network's value or the main launch date, etc. or etc. The only thing which I'm a bit skeptical about is the fact that the current market price, market trending is a little bit sometimes shaky. Okay, and that I'm hoping we'll be able to ride this wave as it is right now all through to March, when March or February or even January, when the main mainnet launch will come into full focus, so that once we launch, we should see an upward trend in the value, up and up and up and up, going up. Like I said, once we launch, there's going to be a huge amount of people who will be coming in to buy the coins. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so now the phone lines are going to be opened. Please come on board. Let's have a very lovely conversation. If you check the comment section, the link is there. Once you click it, it will bring you in, and I'm going to approve of you, and you'll be able to join me here. So we have about just 30 minutes to go. So please, 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 let's come on. What do you think? Do you think that the current market, the market is going to affect the launching of the Pi coins or its mainnets coming first quarter of this year? Okay, January is already coming to a close. So is it going to affect it? And if so, what are some of the plans, or what do you think the Pi core team can do, or the pioneers need to do for it to be rectified fully? Okay, so the phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. Just click on the link and it should take you through without any problems. I'm waiting for the first caller to come through for us so that we can have a wonderful discussion today. So who is going to jump on board and who is here? We have 9 people in, 11, okay, 10, 11. Please, everybody jump on board, let's have a discussion. It's just going to be for 30 minutes. We'll try and keep the time about 3 minutes each. Okay, so if you are available, please come on. I am waiting for you. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm just going to have some nice music on the background, just to kick things through for us. Okay, to kick things through for us. I'm waiting for everybody. There are 11 people on here. Come on, and let's make this a wonderful session. We've had a wonderful time. I've had a wonderful time speaking to you guys regards to the Pi mainnet. Let's not forget, is the deadline for the KYC is up and running, And probably right now it's about what? The time is 21:49. By 12, we will have 8 days to the deadline for the KYC. Gradually, ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited day is, and it's thick and fast, and it's not stopping, and nothing can stop it. Nothing is stopping that timer, and it's running. Before it was 20 days, now it's 9 days, and hopefully by the end of the day, midday, we're going to be seeing 8 days showing, which will be less than a week and two or 3 days. So it's here. If you're listening to me, it is here. We are very soon going to be seeing Pi Mainnet coming on big time, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for it to come, because I know what is at stake at the moment. Let's not forget, the market is very bullish at the moment. It's running really high, and a lot of crypto enthusiasts are literally jumping on the trend. I know of one of my cousin. I spoke to my cousin today, and I think one of his friends had invested in the Trump meme coin, and before he knew it, now he called him and he's like, "Mate, he's a millionaire now." So yeah, if such meme coins can, get people going, come on, we are up in the clear. So we need everybody on board. Come on, don't be shy, please. Everybody, come on. What do you think? Let's just jump on quick 5 minutes, and then you can go for someone else to also jump into the studio. The studio is open. The floor is open for everyone to come on board. Come on, pioneers. We need to propagate and push the Pi network to the heights that we need it to be, okay? The thing that made Donald Trump's and other meme coins high is the hype, okay? It is the hype that pushed these cryptocurrencies all the way to the very top. So I need everybody to come on board. What do you think? True hoppers, pioneers, wherever you're listening to me from, the floor is open. Just come on board. You can come in. If you have a question, you can come in and ask. If you have a suggestion, you can come in and ask. Any question that you have, please come on and throw it in. Let's have a wonderful session today, okay? Let's have a wonderful. Already we have started on a very, very, very good note, and I for one, I'm very, very happy about it, and I'm looking forward to more to come. So jump on board. Let's have an in-depth discussion. What are you going to do with your cryptocurrency once Mainnet comes? What are you going to do with the Pi network coins when Mainnet comes? So I'm still waiting. Who do we have here in the house? Come on, guys. I'm waiting on you. What's going to affect the Pi coin Mainnet? Okay? What is it going to affect? What do you think is going to affect it? Is there something that I missed? If I missed it, please do share. Come on in. The link is there. Click it. Jump on board from wherever you are. You don't have to show your face, or you don't have to put your camera on, but you just show your mic on, and we'll be able to have a discussion and talk very, very well. Let me know where you're watching me from. I would really appreciate that if I could know where each and every one of you is watching me from. Whether you're watching me from which continent is it? Is it Africa? Is it Asia? North America? South America? Australia? Or all the way up to in Antarctica or anywhere else that you are? Let me know. Okay, let me know. I am patiently waiting for you. I am patiently waiting for you. Come on, who's coming? Let's see what you got. What do you think about the Pi network? What do you think about the Pi network? Do you think that on Mainnet everything's going to run smooth or not? Are you ready for it when it comes? Let's make this lively. Come on, guys. We are coming into the 40-minute mark. Okay. And who is here? Don't be shy. I don't bite. Come on, pioneers. We need to exude confidence. We need to exude resilience. We need to sell out ourselves or our projects all the way out there. You see the way they pushed with the likes of all these meme coins that were created. They have no function. There's no utility for some of them. If you ask, what is the utility for the coin that was recently made that's gaining ground? Nothing. So then how did it become what it is? It's because a lot of people talked about it. It's because of the kind of people that were behind it, pushing. Social media was pushing. People were pushing to get people to know about it. And once people got to know about it, everybody wanted a piece of it. So the Pi Network team, Pi Network pioneers, we need to literally be up. We need to be up in our game as at this point. Like unrelentless, we need to be up and running wherever the action be, wherever you are from. We need to be up in our game. I need all the Ghanaians to come in. Ghanaians, Nigerians, come on board, come on live. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. What do you think the Pi Network launching is going to do in Nigeria? Okay, the very first 2-3 days. What do you think is going to happen? In Malaysia, what do you think is going to happen? In Japan, in Australia, in America, in the UK. As far as I know, the UK has quite a significant number of community of Pi networks. If you go on social media like Facebook, etc., yeah, you always see a huge turn up of individuals who are affiliated to the Pi network coming on strongly. Okay, coming on strongly. So I'm waiting. Let's talk. Can you put in the comment section those that are here, so I know exactly who is here? Come on, pioneers. 9 more days to go. 9 more days to go. Are you ready? Are you ready? If the announcement comes, okay, so Chinedu Bright is here. Chinedu, thank you so much. Chinedu, I would love to have you on the show, Why don't you just come on and then we can talk about this? So Chinedu, let me just show you you guys what Chinedu said. So Chinedu says, the lack of information from the Pi core team has a negative impact on the project. Yes, I agree. I agree with what Chinedu you are saying. Pi core team or Pi network, I think as at this point we need to have up and running information. I think they are actually doing quite well for some time now. I mean, they've been updating people, they've been updating us regards to issues that they're obviously receiving. That has to do with the Pi core team, KYC issues coming in thick every now and then. So I think on that note, they've tried in comparison to previous times where they were a bit silent. I would have loved, like you said, I would have loved if they could update us, or they could be very up and running with information, up and running with data, up and running with certain things, and how the progress is regarding Mainnet launch. because it's a big thing for everybody. It's a big thing for the pioneers, because we need to know, or the pioneers are looking forward to it. Apart from Chinedu, any other person on? Come on, guys. Do you agree with what Chinedu is saying? Do you think that the lack of information or enough information coming from the PyCore team is having a very negative impact on the project? I think in to a certain degree, yes, and also to a certain degree, no. Although the yes is kind of like outweighing the no, because if you look at the fact, we need more information. We need regarding the next steps, the next process, what's going on. So Chinedu said they put out those messages because there is a plan to postpone the launch. I bet to differ. I think that the launch will definitely stay the same. Okay, will definitely stay the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at all that they are doing, all that is coming out, the urgency in which they want to get the KYC done, and the fact that they've been able to push that hard for us to be able to attain a KYC total of about almost 9. We've already done 9 million, so we literally have just 1 million to go, and that 1 million I think is very, very close, because the fact is now, if as a validator, once you switch your computer or your phone on to do your validation, it comes thick and fast. So that figure which Sir Nicholas announced, that there's about 200,000 KYCs being done per day, I think is right about that, and you only need a couple of that to be able to hit 1 million. So I think we are, by now we should even be, we've already probably had it, or already achieved that 1 million, and hopefully I'm sure they are preparing a message, which I won't be surprised if they drop it in a few days time. So yeah, in a nutshell, I 100% agree that, yeah, I think they are working hard, and this time around the KYC, the mainnet launch date will not be changed. It will not be changed. It will stay as they stated in the first quarter of this year. And as far as I can see, the only issue that we have right now as pioneers, or as a Pi Network team, has to do with just attaining that KYC number which was set, or that goal that was set. Once that number is reached, it fully solidifies us and gives us the green light to be able to go on to the mainnet. And like I said, I'm a Pi node user. I've been on the network and I've seen the activities on the network recently, and it's really improved. And I've also seen the mainnets. So as a node user, you can see in the containers the testnet 1, testnet 2, and then recently you can see mainnet. So basically it's just the time coming, and then they just switch. So just a switch, so that all the nodes that are on on testnet 2 would jump straight into mainnet. And then, so the likes of myself and and other people who are on as Pi node users or super node users. So once that switch happens, we are going to see a connection that connects us as a network onto the global blockchain as a whole. And that's where we are going to be seeing faster transactions. We're going to be seeing very engaging. It will be very interesting to see. Honestly speaking, it will be very interesting to see. The fact is, even within the enclosed mainnet, we can clearly see the amount of data, okay, that is coming in, and you can see the amount of data that your system is processing out. Now my computer is doing more processing out than accepting in, and it is within, like, for example, megabytes, okay, in terms of the data that is coming in into the node. They are in megabytes, very small, not that much. If I run my PC for a period of, like, let's say 7 or 6 days, then you probably be looking like maybe like 600 megabytes or 700 thereabout. So an incoming data of about 700, or let's say 1 point something gig, okay, of data received, and then data processed out of about 5 or 4 point something gigabytes of data being sent. So you don't store any information on it, but you're using the processing means to further push things. Chinedu says, let me see, Chinedu drop another one. Chinedu, it would have been lovely for you to come here. So Chinedu says, for those who have the KYC status as applied or in process, what will be their fate before the deadline and after? Honestly speaking, I am not 100% sure, but one thing I know is that once you are on the network, you are on the network, and that is a key thing. And I think the core team will do its due diligence in making sure each and every person receives their Pi coins as they need to. Now, I understand there are some issues in some certain countries. In certain countries, due to the telecommunication systems over there, it makes it very difficult for the code and the code that is required for you to be able to push through with your KYC or the amount of data that it requires for everything to go through. Sometimes becomes a tedious efforts. So, but one thing is, once you're on the system, on the network, it should be a seamless transition. So, hopefully, we're going to get more clarification on this information as soon as possible as we are approaching Mainnet, because it's very important. It's very important, and my heart goes out to each and everyone out there who, for one reason or the other, is having an issue with the KYC. Like I said, I did my KYC, passed everything, did my validation, and then due to the network changes, I was sent back also to tentative KYC. I used to go and I check every time until I got wind, and then I was like, okay, this is how to do it. So I did a password change, and immediately I was passed through and straight back to KYC. But that doesn't mean that I lost any Pi coin. No. So my Pi coin was there, even in tentative KYC. My Pi wallet was still active, and you definitely will not lose it. So this was something which was very positive. So you might have be in tentative KYC, but know one thing for sure, that you're on the network and you're not going to lose your Pi coins. Okay. All right. Anyone coming in? I will definitely be ending in about 7 minutes time. Okay, because that'll bring us to like 1 hour of here. So I've been here for 30 minutes waiting for you guys to come on so that we can have a good chat and let me also know what you think. But so this is the third time now, and I really hope some pioneers, we've gotten some people on here, the likes of Ivan from the United States. We've gotten also my very good friend GH Gossip. He came in yesterday, Kuma. So if you're here and you're listening, please do go onto his channel, GH Gossip. Okay, you can please subscribe to it. If today's your first time to listening to me, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share this, let everybody be well informed. Yeah, so Chinedu said that would be cool to be on your program. Yes, you can come. You can come right now. You don't need to wait. Look, I've sent the link, same place where you've seen it. You click it, it will link you up to me, and then we can come in and have a quick talk, 5-10 minutes, and then you can share. People are out here, they are ready to hear what you have to say. Pioneers are here, we are ready, and we are waiting to know the way forward. A lot of people sometimes say, oh, I wish I could come to your program, but then when I open the phone lines for people to come to, I don't see anybody taking that that nice hand gesture to come on board. So come on board, don't be shy. Let's talk. Okay, let's talk. Let's hype this. Okay, let's watch more hours. Let's send this all the way to Facebook, Instagram, X, any platform that you are on. Let's share, because the mainnet date is fast approaching and we are here for it. Come on, Nigeria, Ghana, every other place where you're watching me from. I'm waiting. Chinedu, you can come on. You can come on here. Chinedu, just jump aboard. Let's have a discussion. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Okay, I'm definitely looking forward to it. There's so much that we can do as a network, and I don't want any one of us to miss this opportunity. Okay, I don't want any of us to miss this opportunity. We are here for the pie. How much pie do you have? Have you received all your pie coins, or you're waiting for more? Are you looking into becoming a node user or not? Come on, pioneers. Do we have somebody coming? Oh yes. So Chinedu is trying to. So Chinedu, you need to connect your microphone. Okay. So try and connect your microphone. So Chinedu is coming on board, but Chinedu needs to connect his mic. So you need to allow or accept for your mic to come through, not your video, the mic. Don't worry, you're not showing right now. Once you get the mic going, I can see you already in the studio. So just get your mic going, and then you'll be able to speak. If you're finding any difficulty, you can just exit out, come back in, and it should prompt you for your microphone. You can accept the microphone and not accept the video, and that will bring you up in here. So for those of you who are looking, don't worry, we can take about 6 people on here. Okay, I can take about 6 people online with me, so we can have a wonderful talk. I'm still waiting for Chinedu to jump in. Once Chinedu jumps in, I'm happy to extend the period to about an extra 15 minutes or 30 minutes, just to get the conversation going and to get the facts right. Chinedu, by Chinedu's name, obviously is from Nigeria. So we would like to know how the Nigerian Pi community are preparing themselves towards Mainnet. Okay, towards Mainnet. How the communities in the various places are preparing themselves for the Mainnet. The likes of Indonesia and Japan and China, I've already seen the huge numbers that they are pulling, and it will be nice to see how things progress from there onto Mainnet. If today's your first time watching me, please do share, subscribe, this so that every other person who is out there can get to know what the Pi Network team is doing. Okay. Come on, pioneers, jump aboard. Let's get this running. Chinedu, still waiting for you. I wish we had somebody here who could also jump in. We have 6 people online watching right now. Moving from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 and 11. Let's keep coming. If you're having issues connecting to, let me know so that I can see how best I can assist you. For your viewing pleasure, I go the extra mile, ladies and gentlemen, to get you the up-to-date information so that you are well updated as a pioneer. Now, yesterday I did put in some very good gems in terms of what you and I can do after Mainnet. Okay, in terms of investment opportunities, not just taking the money and exchanging the money and just going and spending it on something which will not benefit you or generate more income for you. But as a pioneer, we are smart. We have smart pioneers, and I believe you are part of it too. So there's a lot that we can do. There's a lot that we can do. Smart contracts, looking into different things, hospitality industry, tourism, healthcare and pharmaceuticals, finance, telecommunication, real estate. All these are very great avenues that will project and propel us once we hit those strides. Okay, and we need to keep this going. We need to keep this momentum boosting all the way through without any pulling of the brakes. It's all out. It's all out. Let's get this. Let's get this. Come on, pioneers. Come on, pioneers. Look, I am so hyped. I'm telling you, after mining Pi coins for so long, ladies and gentlemen, the best way that we stand right now is where we are. It's where we are. And the only people who can push this is ourselves. Okay. We can't wait for other people on different platforms or different places to come to push the value or to push Pi network to the heights that it's supposed to be. Okay, so Chinedu is coming again. So it says you will need to connect your mic or cam before I can add you. So come on, people. So Chinedu, if you can connect so mostly it will come like a notification, or like the one that you have to allow access to your microphone or your camera, whichever of the two that you are okay or comfortable with is more than helpful. So Chinedu is here. Come on, we need two more people. Let's get two more people on here, or one more person to come whilst we wait for Chinedu to fix his microphone or to be able to connect his microphone on here. As a pioneer, what are you doing? What are you doing to push the cryptocurrency that you so love forward? What are you doing? What are your plans? Are you going to go into real estate after Mainnet once the money is up, like over there? Or are you going to go into transportation and logistics? Or are you going to go into healthcare or pharmaceuticals? Or are you going to go into different ventures or businesses? Let's not forget the Pi network has everything from merchants to app developers. We got everything. We got everything. There's nothing that you're not gonna get. Ivan is here. Yes, sir. Let me add Ivan to the stage. Hello, Ivan.
Great day. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, great day, my brother. I've been waiting on for you and every other person. I don't know, for some reason nobody wants to jump aboard. Anytime I come on here, it's only Ivan coming through. Okay.
They're stage shy, right? Even though they're not on a real physical stage, it's still a stage nonetheless. It's still a stage. It's just, and people have stage fright.
We are pioneers. We have no fear. Okay, we are pioneers. We have no fear. We should be bold.
That's right. That should be the mindset.
Absolutely. We should be bold. We should be able to be vocal about this. We should be able to come out there in our numbers. We should be able to communicate with the rest of the world and show that, look, this is what we got. We have
that's right.
We have nothing to fear. We have nothing to lose, and we are coming for the crypto industry as hard as we can. Okay, as hard as we can. So it's quite unfortunate you came at this time. because but it's also good because we only have a couple of few people here, but I know a lot of people mostly watch the video sometimes afterwards. A lot of them watching in their hundreds, almost thousands thereabout. At the moment we have about 3 people in here, so we're going to talking about, or I'll just brief you quickly on what we've discussed so far, and then I'll ask you I'll ask the question. So while you are not here, we talked about will Pi Network mainnet launch be affected by the current market trend? Okay, by the current market trend, we already see there's a bullish market right now, especially with the likes of Trump's the meme coin that he came up with, and whether he did or his team or any other person who came up with it. Right now it is sitting at a market price over 8.2 billion United States dollars. And if asked what utility comes with it, nothing. It's just basically due to the hype. And that's why I'm telling the pioneers online, on the pioneers on that, look, we have something that is way better. Okay, so we need to be able to get very proactive with this. We need to be very proactive with this.
Yeah, so the mindset, Hops, is we're not coming to bum rush or to invade the current market, right? We're coming with our own market. So the Pi networking infrastructure, right? Pi network is its own market, right? It's the core team headed by Nicholas Kokolas and his better half, Jincho. I don't want to mess up her name, right? His better half, right? And so we've actually, that may not have been the intentions at the beginning. However, it formed into its own market space in a whole new type of creation, if you will, right? A whole new market space, a whole new creation.
Kind of like
and so we're not
formed a niche of its own.
That's right. Its own niche. That's right. Perfect. Right. Its own niche. So it's unique. It's unique insofar as the market don't have anything. It don't even have any legs to stand on in comparison. Right. We're not worried about comparing. We're not trying to compare, and we're not worried about the trend in the speculation market space, because our space, this market, is not speculation. This market is based on sustainability. Self-sustainability, because that's what Pi is. It's a digital currency that is self-sustaining, a stabilizing currency. And actually, if it's once it gets to the point to where everybody grasps the reality of what we're able to do with tokenization, just like any other asset, like with encrypted currency, with the currency space is always doing its best to do is tokenize real world assets, but the stable currencies have to do that, right? So stable currencies, being that Pi is a digital currency that is a stable currency, a whole nother creation, or as they say, a monster in itself. Okay? So once people decide to tokenize to real world assets, a real world commodities, resources, whatever have you, whatever it's tokenized to, it will actually turn it into real money in digital form, because it's already a digital currency that is a currency that's stable, right? So once it's tokenized and it has the capability to handle real world assets that has value that most assets can't handle, right? Stable. So because of the value that it has of that 314,159. So if real world assets that is with one token can handle up to, or maybe even more, I'm just saying the minimum what it can handle is 314,159. Right? Unlike other assets, unlike the cryptid currencies based on speculation, it fluctuates. It can't handle that much with one token. It would have to be in reserve way more than just one token, like in correlate. For example, Bitcoin. And I'm out here still. I'm still navigating, and I wanted to jump on, and I'm still out here. So I'm gonna have to do a delivery for the Aurora transfer service, right? And I'm outsourcing with the Aurora transfer service right now, and I'm finishing up. So I just wanted, I didn't know he was gonna start talking right away.
Nah.
But that was my fault. I should have said that I was still out here working, but I was so excited, just like the excitement. I wanted to get on.
I really appreciate you coming on. Honestly, the time was. I could see once you started talking, I see the numbers are shooting up. People are coming in to listen to you. So feel free if you have to like chip out. But I understand what you mean when you say that we are coming in as a network with our own niche. So the market out there is not really affecting us in a sense. However, so it should be so. But at the same time too, we should also understand that even though the market out there is not going to be directly affecting the Pi network as a whole, including our price and everything, one thing is we are going to be engaging with people on the other side. Okay, so in and as much as that we within our communities and within ourselves are moving towards this goal, we also have to put at the back of our mind that other people too, or other people that we are going to be interacting with, because the whole point of the mainnet is so that we can interact with the global space. Okay, with the global space.
That's right.
And take over. Because Bitcoin has been dominant for a long time. So we Pi Network is a new guy coming in, but he's saying that, look, I've been hearing around. Okay, I'm not that new because I've just been in training and getting myself my gears together. So
that's right. We're not new kids on the block. We grown up. We boys. We say went to the boys. Adolescents. We grown men and women. Grown men and women, so to speak.
Absolutely. The Pi Core team, the Pi Network is like I said. The Pi Network team is not a new baby. Okay, the Pi Network is
one moment. I'll be right back, yo. I'll be right back. Keep talking. I'll be right back. You just clue me in when I come back.
I'll just mute your mic so you could go about. So just as ladies and gentlemen, just as I was saying, the Pi Network team, or the Pi Network as a network, is not new. Okay, it's not new. Pi Network is not a baby. We are not one of those cryptocurrencies that are literally starting up and then now that we are coming in to try and test the waters. We are a network that have been around for a long time. We've been working within our enclosed mainnet, building ourselves, building things around, trying to do everything that we can before we are unveiled. Fortunately, we are going to be unveiled to the world. Okay, we are coming into the open world where it is the strongest get to survive. Okay, it is the strongest that gets to survive. So if you're coming in, you must come in big, you must come in punching, you must come in well prepared and ready to face a very formidable people. But that's the thing, what we are coming with, our ammunitions and everything that we're coming with, is strong. Ladies and gentlemen, let me put it that way. It is very strong. The Pi Network is a very, very strong network, uncomparable to any other network. The things that we have achieved, it is now that some of these cryptocurrencies are trying to do. And all these people who are trying to be like us are in the market cap or in the market value space of within billions. So that should tell you something. If the market cap, if the market value for the likes of Ethereum, for the likes of Bitcoin, for the likes of XRP, for the likes of Solana, for the likes of all these top dogs, Litecoin, and all these other top coins that they are kind of like the OGs, around in the crypto space. Of course, the new ones, some of them is very ridiculous names and stuff like that. However, my point is, Pi Network is not one of those meme coins that is just coming up. No, we've been here a long time. It's just that we were secluded by ourselves until now. Until now. So we have to be very proactive. We have to be up and running. We have to be because we're going to be engaging with the world. with the likes of Avalanche as a bridge, with the likes of Ethereum. We are competing in, not in a sense, but we are going to be faced with the likes of these guys who have been also in the game in the open. You see, sometimes is in Africa, we'll probably say it's a different fight when you meet somebody who has always been in the wild. Okay, if the person has always been in the wild, it's a different ball game. Okay, it will take a lot of effort for the one that has been in seclusion to fight the one that has been in the wild. However, the one in this fight is not that we are in seclusion, because we already know the game, we already know the plan. We've been here when these ones were coming up. Yeah, we were there, we saw, we've been around, we can see, we have our lenses on, we can see everything, we know everything that's going on in the crypto space, and we are coming for each and every single cryptocurrency that will try to stand in our way. Now, for us to be able to do that, we need to up our game. We need to up our voices. We need to be vibrant. We need to be out there. We need to be very knowledgeable. We need to be able to see and read in between the lines and see, okay, that is not a good deal. That's the good deal. That's not a good company. This is a good company. All these other the hackers, they're gonna come. They're gonna come in their drones, coming in trying to get their hands on somebody's pie. It could be that they'll come in with incentives. We say, pay 100, 2 Pi coin, use 2 Pi coin, and I'll multiply it to be 50. That's a lie, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we've gone past that. If Pi coin is sitting at the GCV value of 134,159, ladies and gentlemen, what business do I have? Okay, what business do I have in trying to convince or trying to triple that? Hello, I already have enough to last me and my whole family a lifetime. Therefore, don't be greedy. I'm not going to be that person who comes in and say, oh well, can I have this or can I have that? No, it is of no use and of no concern to me. Therefore, my focus is going to be on what I can do within the network that is going to maximize my potential of gaining more Pi coins or positioning myself to be able to receive more assets on this level as a Pi user. And that's why you have me as a Pi node, you have me as a validator, you have me as an active person who is trying his very best to make or to create the awareness of the network, to bring more understanding of the network to the general public, so that people have better understanding of what is it all this whole thing entails. And that's why we've been talking about this, about what people can do. Now, Ivan, although he's working, I know he's listening. Yeah, Ivan spoke about the fact that he's very much into or interested in creation of an Uber-like service of whether it's delivery or is the services that they are offering, so that once Mainnet comes, we will have the likes of pioneers engaging into businesses, entrepreneurs, okay, real estate. We have the likes of whether it's an auto industry, tourism and leisure, hospitality industry, healthcare and pharmaceuticals. These are the things that we're talking about. These are the things that pioneers are supposed to aspire for and to push for, because once Mainnet comes, that everything is running. If you don't take the opportunity to be able to get yourself in that space, okay, to be able to take that opportunity to be able to move yourself into that space so that you can have better chances and opportunities. Once Mainnet is open, every single person is coming in. So there is no favoritism. There is nothing like, we're going to get the best from the pie. No. You are coming. You at that particular moment, you will get another investor who has seen an opportunity, and he's not going to wait for the PiCore team to announce that, you need to wait. That we're going to serve the pioneers. No. They are going to come in their drones. Now, it's going to help, but at the same time too, it's going to be first come, first serve. Opportunity comes at the mind that is prepared. Okay, opportunity comes at the mind that is prepared. So you need to position yourself in your locality, in your location, or wherever you are from. You need to position yourself to that you're going to take advantage of when mainnet comes, so that we'll be able to run with it. Okay. So
I'm back. My apologies. I don't mean to keep going. I'm just letting you know I'm back. Keep talking.
Okay. All right. So this is exactly what we need. That we need to be able to position ourselves. Now the question, and I'm asking each and everyone who's watching me, are you ready? Are you ready for mainnet? How ready are you, and what are your preparations towards that? Are you just going to exchange your Pi network coins into fiat currency and then that's it? You're done with the network and you out? Or you're going to look for opportunities that is going to put you in a position where you'll be financially free for the rest of your life, not just you, but also your entire family. Your kids are going to be financially stable. Your extended family are going to be financially stable. Your community is going to benefit, not just benefit from you being a successful pioneer, but also you're going to benefit because you are going to be engaging in activities that are going to push and propel the network or and your finances, positioning yourself in the top level where you be financially free, where you decide when you want to wake up. You decide where you want to go and spend your holidays. You decide what you want to do with your time. If you don't do that, then somebody's going to employ you and they will dictate to you how they want you to spend your time. So the opportunity right now is on. Let's not forget, in less than 2 months, okay? Take away March, take away February. Today is the 21st. Very soon it's going to be 22nd. And it's the time, and then we have this 2 months in a couple of days. 2 months in a couple of days for you to be able to make up your mind and pick a niche, or pick where you want to position yourself after mainnet. Like I said, I for one, okay, I don't mind traveling to Ghana. Okay, there are arable lands, so many arable lands, and it's just a matter of just changing some, just getting myself set up with some very good lands, secure them, and that is me on a plantation right there. Employ a couple of people and make sure you're just monitoring it every now and then. Delivery, logistics, absolutely unplayable. With the likes
if I may,
yes, jump in.
If I may, that just what, jump in just to add a little bit add to what you were saying, right? Mm-hmm. Awesome value what you're sharing. And I'm gonna attempt to add a little bit more value into it, just to reiterate,
go on.
Where people were saying, as you stated, are you just gonna take your pie and sell it into fiat? Now, when you do that, if you're going to sell it into fiat, you just keep it in mind. This is your inheritance, right? You're being rewarded. This is the wealth being transferred, right? This is the greatest Absolutely. Wealth transfer, in historic. This is historic. That's why the Pi network opening. This is historic. Even this is going to go up in monumental. I didn't say no go down. No, it's not going to go down. It's going to go up.
People don't even see that.
In monumental. Right? And so this is it. Right. They don't see it, but they're going to see it. They're going to see it once the network opens. And as a matter of fact, before the actual announcement, because keep it in mind, it's written in the code. It's written in the protocol. Right. This is in the white. It's in the white paper of what is to come. What the different steps. So just like the mainnet, just like we are pioneers, we were transferred onto the mainnet. Right, and we will transfer onto the mainnet, protected by the firewall in the enclosed mainnet. Doing activities, right? Trading, exchanging goods and services for with Pi. Right, so we had so much activities on the mainnet. So it's not about the mainnet launching. The mainnet has already been launched. And what we're looking for is the network opening. So it's the opening of the network, which is automatically going to happen once it's written in the code. Right, it's programmed in that way, right, in the contract, if you will, by the developers. And so once as they said, the conditions, once the goals are met, stated by the core team and written in basically how the white paper was updated, right? 18, say 15 KYC'd, and we've met that goal. 10 migrated. Now, the last I've heard, it was 9 million something, 9 something.
Yeah, it's
right?
9 million.
And
We only need 1 million to go, and we
right,
do
1 million to go.
we do validation of 200,000 KYC per day.
That's right.
This is the actual information that's coming on.
That's right. And so that can happen like that. The last milestone of that 1 million can happen like that. And so once that's met, so the last goal, as far as the conditions, right, the situations with the regulations and everything, we can't get a better environment or better conditions than what we have right now with brother Trump, right? As they say, President, brother Trump, and now in the office, right? And he's pro crypto. He's not against crypto. He's not in the past. He realized he had an epiphany. His eyes was open. Wait a minute, hold up. We're advancing as people, right? So if we're advancing as people, we need to advance because advancing with the technology. So we're advancing as people. So why not use that? And so he had wait a minute. No, I'm pro. This is something that could be used to our advantage, especially just like I'm thinking the mindset was with the decision, if I'm not going to do it, the rest of the world is doing it. So that would make us here at the States, at the Americas, the U.S. particular, to be the United States particular, we would be left behind. We will become obsolete. We would not be relevant anymore because everyone else is saying, oh yeah, we're dealing with the mass. And so that decision, and it's a smart decision, right? So the environment or the conditions is favorable for us. So with the environment, or as they say, the conditions being favorable, and the migration of the KYC or the KYC pioneers, and then we have the migration, that last milestone, and we never know. I would say we never know when that may be. I'm not gonna say we never know, but once it happens, then we'll know because we'll look at the code, right? And if it's open source, it's on the ledger. It's not going to be secret. Everyone will know. And then once that happens, the network will no longer be like, oh, is it going to open? It's going to open because it's written in the code, in the protocol. Then the core team will decide to announce the official launch. Not that it hadn't launched, not that the network did not open. It would just be an official opening, right? An official announcement, right? It's much like, as you say, the firewall. The firewall doesn't come down like that. The firewall is coming down, right? Or as we're speaking, because and so just like we were active on the mainnet, trading and exchanging goods and services for Pi, just like we were active. It's much like now, because we're knowing the firewall, we're supposed to be active, being prepared in preparation for Pi being used at the 314159, not waiting on the core team to announce. It's already been decided. The global consensus, the consensus was already taken. We all agree, and we all say, yes, we want the buying power to be put back. In what way is it possible for the buying power to be put back if the value doesn't match what is at the open network? Or because we're not really worrying about the exchanges saying, oh yeah, we're going to list it at 314. As a matter of fact, they won't be able to do anything other than what the core team says. So if the core team says that our Pi, and we feel and we know and we value it at 314159, then and we've been trading and exchanging at that.
Absolutely. Oh, it seems we lost Ivan there. But yeah, just to
am I still coming through?
Yes, you are. Go on, brother.
Okay. Yeah,
so let me just chip this in so that the pioneers who are listening to me will know. All right, I wanted to share this screen. However, it seems. Let me see. What I just want to show you guys. So this is a list, okay, Okay, one sec. I just want to show you my screen. Okay, well, it's proving not working right now, but let me just read it real quick to you. So these are the countries that literally have adopted or they are putting legislation in for cryptocurrency to be accepted in there. So you have the likes of United States, Brazil, Poland, Russia, Japan, and El Salvador. They are on. So if we say that Trump is literally on this and he's serious about this, we mean it for real. Okay, we mean this for real. He is serious about this. So you know what? Let me leave Ivan. If you can just take over for a few minutes. Let me see if one of my kids is acting up a little bit. I'll be back shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Keep listening to Ivan. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Right. So as I was saying, my apologies. The call came through, right? And I was saying, so we're already on the mainnet, right? Active. And so when the network opens, right? When the network opens, the firewall is coming down and it's gone. We should already be active with the open network, with what we know our pi is worth, right? And that's 314159. Not to wait until the core team approves certain exchanges, because the exchanges have to be approved. They are coming to us. We're not coming to the exchanges. The exchanges are coming to us. So that with the statement, with people saying, well, the exchanges can't list pi at a high amount and everything. No, it's going to be listed what the core team decides to list it as, right? Because the exchanges can't list it, they can't do something different than what they said. They have to comply with what the core team says that they have to do in order to list our asset, in order to list the pi, right? And so, well, I'm not going to try to think for the core team. So, from my perspective, the exchanges won't list pi for anything less than that amount. And if it does list for anything less than that, if it lists less than that, it's no. Why be upset? There's, go ahead.
Absolutely. So this is exactly what I've been trying to convey to people. Okay, now we as a community, okay, for us to be able to show for our strength, we need more, not just understanding of what we stand for, but we also have to show what we stand for. Okay, and we have to show it through the usage of our network, through the usage of all the D apps. And like I said, if the likes of Amazon, Temu, okay, the prominent ones, if they get their hands on our network, if Amazon comes in right now and says, look, I've seen your network, I've seen the amount of people that you guys are pulling, 60 million before open mainnet, that is a big feat. Not only have you done KYC of all your members, they have verified, therefore they meet all the government regulations or security checks within countries. Now, this is a big feat. This is a massive feat. Every single country, every single institution will be glad to have a network or to be on a network which has the lowest fees in terms of transaction, which has one of the highest amount of user base before mainnet. 60 users with over 40 million active users. I didn't say 1,000, 40 million active users.
That's right.
Okay, it is on a global scale. It is held by a majority of people around the globe, and not only that, they have functioning 20 D apps on the network. 20. Some networks don't even have one. Some of them are now planning and trying to, but we already have this and it's running. Now, when it comes to the fact of security-wise, none of us paid any money in order to mine Pi coins. Not a single person can testify to that and said, look, I paid $1,000 before I got my Picoin. No. Therefore, when it comes to security wise, we are on the clear. Now, the good thing is when it comes to those in America, right now, the former SEC chairman has left office. Okay, bringing in one who is more lenient towards cryptocurrency, not just the president, even every other person that's underneath his cabinet, definitely also positively on that level. Therefore, we can be seeing in 2025 the possibility of the likes of XRP and all these who are picking up. So it tells you that we positioning ourselves in this time to go on mainnet, okay, is massive. Now, for it to be super massive, it is determinant on all of you pioneers out there to positioning yourself to be able to use that capital or to use Pi coins for something more than just keeping it as an asset. And that's why I'm saying, and that's why I agree with Ivan. Ivan said he is looking into going into the something on the same level as Uber, or where he's going to use it as a service, as a means of transportation. So Ivan is going to the transportation industry within America, which is going to be a big deal. If, let's say, for example, you one of us open a taxi service which allows or accepts Pi coins as a means of payment within Nigeria, Ghana, within Malaysia, within any of these African countries or Asian countries or European countries, or within Americas or Southern America or Australia, wherever you find yourself, you are positioning yourself. Now, let's not forget, China has over 35,000 super nodes and nodes within the entire Chinese region. That, look, let's just take, for example, if one node is per one person, that is 35,000 people. And I know there are more than that. Now, when you look at the market cap, okay, and market wise, in terms of they having the ability to move markets, ladies and gentlemen, there's no country, except maybe with respect to like America, who stand in terms of population wise and market wise being able to move markets. So with China alone, even grabbing on it, even with the merchant alone, you are going to see a huge amount of traffic on the network. And already within the enclosed mainnet, they have already started, and that's just one thing I like. They've already started using Pi as a means of payment to buy cars, to buy electric cars, to buy ovens and blenders and all these other commodities that they need for their day-to-day activity.
It's about value for value. I apologize, Hops. It's value for value. That's what it says. Value for value. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's about the value. So they've already started. It's one thing talking about it, but it's another thing acting upon it. And this is why I'm always pushing that. Okay, what are you doing as a pioneer to position yourself that after Pi launches or Pi network launches its mainnet or goes on mainnet, what are you going to do within your community? Yeah, the last time, a few days ago or 2 days ago, we talked about the fact that you could go into renewable energy sources. Okay, in Africa is blessed with the positioning on the equator, meaning that it receives the highest amount of sunlight that comes through on a day-to-day basis. Now, that is a brilliant positioning that it finds itself, and there's an abundance of sunlight on the whole 365 days. Now, this sun just literally goes to waste, but it can be incorporated, it can be harnessed, it can be used properly once you have the financial capabilities to do so and the technical know-how. Now, the most thing that you need is capital. You need a capital, and then you need a plan. Now, the question is, what is your plan? What is your plan? There are some pioneers out there who are thinking of taking that money and using that money and exchanging all the Pi coins into fiat currency and keeping it in the bank. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be arrested. I'm telling you. You will either be arrested or you lose all your Pi coins, like straight out, because the government will clamp down on it and say you need to pay tax.
If I may, so there's the majority or more than half of us as pioneers, I would dare to say there's very few that has in their available to transfer, right, to do with their pie. There's very few that has more than 1,000. It's very few that has available, right, has an available balance. And then there's going to be parameters, right, protocol that's going to be in place where we will not be able to just take our pie and go to an exchange and exchange it for fiat. I would dare to say, right, I'm not speaking for the core team, but I'm thinking based on the fact that we have the most advanced networking ecosystem there is on the market right now, and I would dare to say that if at there will be parameters, there will be a limit as to the amount that each pioneer would want to, as they say, cash out their pie with, right? And as far as one, two, I don't know, but I would say that once it happens, once the network opens, I'm really feeling like, based on the fact that there is always going to be a minimum of what would have to be locked up, right? We all had to lock up a certain amount of pie. Yeah. It was our own decision, but we had to lock up a certain amount. And then what became available, right? There was a certain amount that became available. Now, even when it comes to, as I said, going back to this cashing out, I really feel like there's going to be a limit, right? And it's going to be a limit as to how much we could cash out, and there will be a limit as to the amount of days that it can be done. I really feel like why not? We have to protect our treasure. We have to protect our, the treasure chest.
So if I'm to come in, you see, one thing that we have to understand is the Pi network after Mainnet, once the value and everything is out, which we all have agreed on the GCV, because Nicholas said is a community. The Pi community is going to be the one that determines the value of the cryptocurrency or the Pi network. And absolutely, I agree with him. And the Pi network community have agreed on a value of 134,159. Now the thing is, 314,159. Now the thing is, see, and this is the reason why I'm so convinced. So I'll mute. So this is the reason why I'm so convinced. That there is no single individual who will be capable of exchanging even three Pi coins. You can't. Why am I saying that? Because if one is at the value, at the value of 314,159, tell me which exchange is going to be capable of exchanging all your 500 Pi coins. Why would they even do that? So you will come to that realization, majority of us will have to keep majority of our Pi coin, because you don't need to spend that much, because even the little that you have is so heavy for you to even try and cash that into fiat currency into your bank accounts is going to be a problem, not because you cannot do it, but because the bank will not accept it, or they will have to clamp down on that money because it's too much money. And because there's too much money, there's going to be a clamp, and you have to come and answer for where you got that money from. And by the time you now message Pi core team to send you a document, look, I would say take what you need, but focus more on investment within the ecosystem of the Pi network to maximize your income, or to maximize how much money you're going to get, or to maximize how much returns you are looking at. Look at opportunities to venture into different resources or regions to be able to utilize it for your benefit. Because if you exchange even half of whatever you have, that is if you have that much, the government will become, the taxman will be chasing you through every hole that you go. And I know for sure in the UK, if you received above 50,000 pounds per annum, you are being charged at a tax of about 20%. Okay, but 20%. If you go above 100,000 thereabouts, you are charged a tax of 41% in the likes of Scotland. But then in England, you'll be charged at the rate of 42%. So let's say you exchange one Pi coin, and obviously the GCV value is standing at 300. Let me make that calculation. The value is standing at 314,000. Let me just pull up the numbers. The numbers don't lie. So 314,159 let's say dollars. Okay, now obviously the equivalent will be a bit more lesser in pounds than in dollars, because the pound at the moment is higher than the dollar. So let's just take, for example, 314,159. Now I don't know the what do you call it, the policies regarding tax within these various countries. Okay, talk about the likes of America or China or any other place, but I'll speak for the ones in the UK. So let's just say 314,159 is within the ranges of, let's say, 300 pounds. Okay, so let's say 300 pounds is equivalent to the amount of Pi coins worth in pounds. Now that 300, if you were to do 41%, okay, of 300,000, so 41% of 300,000, that's 123,000 pounds. That is literally going to the government per that one Pi coin that you exchanged. Now, are you willing? I don't even want to convert that amount of that 123,000 pounds into Naira or into CDs or into any other currency, because see, you will ask yourself, why am I paying this for a government that never helped me to mine, but is ready to take 41% or whichever percentage that you have in the country that you are currently at? Now, if you were to take 123,000, okay, 123,000 out of your 300,000 equivalent of your one Pi coin, that will leave you at a whopping 177,000 take home. So let's say you were exchanging one Pi coin. I don't know, those from Nigeria, help me to convert 123,000 into Naira. How much is that? Yeah, how much is that? Let me see if I can do it here. If you can, please just drop it in the comment section. Let's get on this. Now the question will come as, will you pay? Okay. Let me see. How much is 300? Let's say let me just use the pound equivalent. So that's 300,000 pounds in Naira. I might not have space for the amount it might show me. So it says, as of January 21st, which is today, the exchange rate for between the British pound and the Naira, okay, is sitting as one pound is equivalent to, how many zeros are here? Yeah, it's about 1 point. So that's 1,918 0.872 naira. If we were to convert the 300,000 pounds equivalent, that will be 575. I lost track of it because the zeros are plenty. So we have about 575 million, no, billion, 661,000. Okay, hold on. No. See, I lost track of it right there. But it is a huge figure. Okay, let me see. I'll pop it in the comment section. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I can hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. You see, we it will make no sense for you to transfer this amount of money for your government to enjoy free money. For your government to enjoy free money when you could have utilized it even on the crypto space to do something very meaningful, to maximize your returns. So this is it in naira. Okay, in the comment section, I just dropped it there. That is a huge amount of money. Of money. So what are you going to be doing about it? And that's why we are talking about that. There are so many opportunities. If you check a couple of my videos that I've done, you will come to the realization, okay, that I put down the facts on the ground. Okay, the fact on the ground that you can go into so many things: healthcare and pharmaceuticals. You can go into real estate. You can go into what do you call it? The tourism and hospitality industry. You could go into other ventures that the logistics and transport sector. Okay, so Johnson Mena says, another great show as always. Thank you, sir, for what you do for the community. Pi Network to the moon. Absolutely, Pi Network past the moon. We are moving all the way. Yeah, we passed the moon. We're moving all the way to the very top.
We passed the moon. We passed the moon. We waving at. We'll pass the moon, and we're gonna wave at Mars, and we may decide to take brunch at Pluto.
Absolutely. So we need to be updated. All right. So like for example, okay. So see, this is news coming in right now. Okay. You know me. I'm always bringing you up-to-date information. Anything that comes in, you'll be the first to hear it. So news coming in. This is from a reputable source from Decrypt. Says protected Bitcoin ETFs hitting the market. Here's what that means. Bitcoin price has been a roller coaster ride for investors, but a new batch of ETFs seeks to offer up to 100% downside protection. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, 2025 is the year. This news just came in right now. As I'm talking to you, people are working. Okay, things are happening. Bitcoin price has been a roller coaster for investors for 15 years, but a new batch of Bitcoin ETFs will seek to replace the asset's stomach churning free falls. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. And also this evening, the leader of Coinbase, okay, the CEO of Coinbase, says that Bitcoin will be worth multiple millions some days. Now he did put a prediction in some time back about it hitting like 500,000, and obviously by another team of experts that came up with, they said they are looking at somewhere it could be by the end of this year hitting somewhere like 300,000. Now this is exactly what I'm saying, that Pi Network coin, once we open the floodgates, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin will be struggling because we are coming big and we're coming heavy. So all those people who sold their Pi coins, number one, it is unacceptable to do that by the network. And once you find out, that could be a serious blow to you. And you should ask yourself, why is that person even buying it in the first place? If it has no much value, why would he put money down and buy it from you? So you have to think smart. have to think smart and think fast. So we have good evening to you from okay, so this is from Bongo. It's a huge votes. Let's see what the community is saying. So Bongo is from Philippines. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bongo. I think if I remember correctly, you are from Philippines. So it says a huge vault place house underground is the answer. If you exchange it to fiat, then help the needy. Oh, so you want to exchange it to fiat and then create a huge vault and keep some of the money there. Well, it can work for a while, but the thing is, you see, when you exchange it, it has to go through somebody for you to get the money, and yeah, that is a problem. That will be the problem.
Or you can treat it. My apologies. My apologies. Or you can treat it as we say. This pie is your inheritance, right? So you treat it as an inheritance, right? It's just like you would do any other inheritance, and you would create the trust, right? Create the protection around it, and having it protected with a trust, then that means that is value that is entrusted there, and so that way now that you can either borrow against your own value, or it can be given to you as a donation, right? With still a cap on the amount that will be donated for something meaningful, for some particular purpose, for something to do with that. And then that way you don't have to cash out. To say, what would be the reason on cashing out? Well, I cash out because, well, Pi, you can exchange Pi for everything you would need. So what would be the reason that you would need to cash it? Once the network opens, and then it's a means for taking care of your bills. It's a means for getting automobile. It's a means for getting a house. It's a means for doing anything. It's a means for something as small as a cup of coffee or tea, because I don't like to drink coffee as much. So tea, right? And so you don't need to cash out. Right, but I get it though. At the beginning, some people may have bills, but no one has bills as high as more than 100,000, right? And why would we need? You wouldn't need to. So if you would need to cash, you wouldn't need to cash out. Most of us as pioneers won't need to go anything.
The reason why probably they're saying that is because they fear that it is gonna be so volatile that it's gonna drop. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, look, there is 1 billion coins down in liquidity pool. Do you have any idea what that even means? So and you cannot exchange all your Pi coin. The value will be too high. No company, no organization, or no exchange is willing or having that amount of money down. If 5 Pi users literally are going to exchange even 5 Pi coins within an exchange, you are literally finishing all their fiat currency that they have there. Absolutely.
Yeah. And why would you go appreciate that? What would you depreciate? Why would you go back into it? Okay, so we may have to do that. I'm not gonna. We may have to. Okay, if you have to go into the fiat, right? You have to go into the fiat. It's going to be regulated. It's going to be tracked, because the exchanges, if you need it right away, the exchanges are not going to be able to have someone to fulfill the order. Right, because that's the way exchanges work. They want fees. They're not going to provide. They're not going to provide the cash out. They're providing a place where you can go to put your asset, to where people who want that asset to attain that asset, and then once the order is filled, then you have your cash. You have that cash out, if as you would call it. But it's just what we're doing is
simply breaking a little bit.
Who want the asset for whatever the currency that they what you say?
You were breaking up a little bit.
Oh, I was breaking up. Okay, yeah, I'm too excited. So I'll talk myself back. Am I coming through? Am I coming through? Okay,
you're good now. Yeah, you're good. You're coming through. Okay. I think everybody can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. So keep going. Keep going. Roll out.
So when you want to exchange your pie on an exchange, because to go to an exchange, however, on an exchange there's stipulations. So the stipulations is the exchange is for the purpose that people come to attain an asset that they would like to get. Right? And so if you have that asset, you provide, and then you create the order that, okay, I'm willing to sell however many of your assets. So in our case, we'll say pie. We're going to sell one pie. Some people think they're going to be greedy to sell more than one. Well, we'll see if that will be achieved. I'm going to go with what I'm feeling like that I'm do research that I'm feeling like that I feel like the parameters will be in place that there will be no one that will be able to put on an exchange anything more than 2, maybe 3 pie at one time. And then if it is that they put that on exchange, it's gotta be fulfilled. That order has to be filled. The people would have to have whatever the asset that they want to provide, whether it's we're going to say the assets that most people where the value is high, where there's Ethereum or Bitcoin, right? Or assets like Yearn Finance. There's some assets that's other than Bitcoin, but however, there's not going to be a lot of people that's going to want to let those assets go until they find out whether or not they want to have pie, which we're going to say they will want to have pie, but they're not going to want to give you the most of what you want for your pie, because they want to create an arbitrage, or they want to be able to turn around and bring it back into circulation, right?
So it will be very difficult. Yeah,
it's going to be difficult for that.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for people to sell their pie coins, not in the sense that you can't sell it, but in the sense that you can. It's
going to be hard.
Yes, it's going to be hard, because you can't just if you decide to even sell 5 of them, and one is at the value of 314,000. Okay, the exchange are not just going to blindly say, okay, we're going to buy all your pie coins of 5. It won't be possible, because the next pioneer that comes through will literally finish the whole thing. So that's what I'm saying, that what we need, or what we need to do, is to invest within the ecosystem. Invest within the ecosystem, so that you can maximize.
That's what I was about to say, Hobbs.
Yeah. Invest in the ecosystem. Now, I like something that you said, Ivan, and let me. I was about to say. Let me commend you for that. You made a point which I 100% agree with, and you made the statement that.
Pops, I think I'm in a bad area.
Yeah, I can hear you though.
Okay, so, there you are. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can. So you made a specific statement about the fact that we having, or anyone having that coin might at some point, okay, at the initial phase, might need to take or exchange some into fiat currency for the sole purposes of making certain payments of some certain bills, just so that you can be free, or that was going to free you to be able to do other things. And I agree with you with that, because if you have, let's say, your entire bill, okay, your mortgage, your car finance, your credit cards, or whatever amount, or something that you immediately need is very high, okay, and you need to sort that out. Yes, 100%, but it's not going to be at the value where you say, I'm going to change 1 pie coin. No, you probably will have to exchange like 0.000 something pie coins to get some fiat currency. Use that money to clear your mortgage, to clear your car finance, to clear your credit cards, to clear or to establish yourself business of you, or to establish a building, or to now be free financially. Now, the moment you are free financially, okay, there is no need to further degrade or to further go and exchange your money, because it is best, for example, even if not exchanging to fiat currency, for you to be able to escape certain things, the lack of tax and all that, especially when it's best to put it into a different venture that you can use. And this was the last time I talked to people about. There are different forms of it. For example, and once again, let me just make this statement very clear. This is not financial advice, okay? This is not financial
No,
advice.
that's right.
Just to put the algorithm out there, okay? But for example, I, for one, this is my own opinion and my own decision. You can choose to take it if you want, or if it sounds nice to you, yeah. But for me, what I'm looking at, there are other opportunities, okay? Now, my target or my goal, what I'm looking at is the likes of crypto.com. Okay, crypto.com is an exchange, okay, that also engages or have been around for a very long time, with the likes of Coinbase, with the likes of Binance. But crypto.com, and I know most of these have their own cryptocurrencies that they've created, including crypto.com. Now they have something called the CRO. Now I have seen with the CRO, I've been around it, I've seen how it works. Now this is how they are doing their own thing, that they are willing, they've partnered with the likes of Visa, okay, to provide people the ability to be able to use their cryptocurrency through the Visa card, okay, through the Visa card. But then how do you obtain it? For you to obtain one of their highest cards, okay, the cards ranks in ranges. We have the jade, the green, the blue, but one of the highest is called the obsidian black. Now that card, yes, okay, for you to be able to for them to give you that card, that Visa card, you would have to make a purchase. Now listen very carefully, everybody. You would have to make a purchase of £300,000 worth of fiat currency, or whichever means that you pay with it, and you would have to, and that is you putting that money to buy their native token, which is the CRO. CRO represents crypto.com, okay, that's their coin. Now the reason, and then you stake it or you hold on to it without spending it for a period of 3 months. So you are taking a whopping 300,000 pounds to go and buy CRO, which is the native token of this of this exchange, and you hold on for 3 months. Now after you hold it on for 3 months, because the reason why you are holding on for 3 months is because once you buy it and you're not selling that coin, their coins, it causes scarcity within the ecosystem or within the crypto space, thereby increasing the value of their currency. You understand? And that is what they're doing. So if 15 people are buying 300,000 pounds worth of their currency, that gives you an idea of how much money, how much value that coin will increase to, because of the scarcity that is going to create for 3 months. Now they add something else to it, okay, and that is it comes with an interest. Not interest because you pay interest, but for you keeping that their CRO, they are giving you a certain percentage in CRO as an interest. Now the very smart people who are very smart will leave off the interest will leave off just off the interest, and the card that they give you has incentives around the world on a global scale, payment of Netflix, Spotify, and other incentives, plus a 10% cash back on any item that you buy with the card. Now, this is something this is what I'm talking about, okay? If you get your Pi coins and you invest within the lines of that way, let me not say you, I, okay? Because I'm the one saying it. So and this is not financial advice, okay? I put my money or put my Pi coins, it's just a transfer of an exchange of Pi coins to this CRO. That's me for 3 months. I could choose to buy more if I want, buy a couple more. It's even though it's going to up their currency, but at the same time too, when it comes to me being free to use, if need be, my fiat currency for a means of payment, or to secure my family one way or the other, yes, that is me on the go. And just 2 Pi coin probably will be more than enough. So I am not exchanging it for fiat, but I'm exchanging it for a different cryptocurrency, which I believe is going to position me and in a certain position. Then the rest of it is me focusing on Pi network within the ecosystem, making sure that I'm putting investment within the ecosystem to maximize my returns based on the based on the Pi network. So what kind of stuff is that? Easy. I'm already a node user, okay? I'm already a node user. I have I'm helping the system, the network already, by processing data that is incoming and sending it as packages through my Docker system, and that is helping the network to be able to function and stay on top of its game. And that is exactly what we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It's not enough to say I'm going to exchange my cryptocurrency, my Pi coins, and then I'll get more money, and then I'll go and find myself a nice car, Bugatti, and then I'll just live the life that I want to live. It's nice to live in a life, but guess what? The person who buys that Bugatti with interest, with the interest off of his other stuff that he's doing, is far off, because you've lost your because you actually exchange it, but they've not. They are rather gaining, and this is what we need.
So
yes,
if I may, Hops, if I may, so I really love the value that you just were sharing right there. It just had my mind. So, and as we say, we're not giving financial advice because we're not advisors.
Yes.
Right? We don't deal with fiat currencies and dealing with and we don't know anything about anyone else's finances other than our own. So we're not giving any financial advice. We're only sharing the value that we're doing. Right, we're only sharing what we're doing for ourselves, and we're just doing our best to just add to it. Huh? What do you say, Hops?
No, I'm just backing what you're saying. That we are not giving financial advice. This is just having a conversation. We're having a conversation.
Right. That's right. We're doing our best to create the dialogue and encourage other our fellow pioneers, right, to do the same and to be aware and to be mindful and to take care and be careful, right, and to be smart about what you decide to do with your inheritance, right? Because it's not a dog eat dog world, right? However, it will. The situation that you don't be mindful for your decisions, it could put you could put yourself in a situation to where the burden of taxes or the burden of what you say, I should have did better with I should have made a better decision. It could be to where the world eats you up, so to speak, but it won't eat you up if you just be mindful and you just take care and just do your research, right? And that's all we're doing, just sharing mindful advice, and we're sharing what we're doing for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Right?
I put it in a better way. Now, that's also to say, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to hit the like, subscribe button, please. If you haven't subscribed to this channel,
yes, share
this. Let YouTube, let the algorithm pick up and send as many people, because this is germs that we are communicating with. Okay, this is germs. That's all I can say. Is germs. These are
gems,
the real
rubies, diamonds, or as they say, breadcrumbs and everything.
Absolutely. So let everybody also come in. Let all the other pioneers, especially those under your referral team, send it to them. Send the link to them. Let them hear what they are missing, because like I always say, when Mainnet comes, please, anybody on my referral team, don't call me because I'm not picking you. Don't call me because I'm not picking, because you might. Oh, Emmanuel, remember? Hobbs, you remember that amount of money? I'm like, it's too late. I was telling you, I was knocking on the door. Coming, should have listened to me. I told you it didn't cost you any money, but you didn't listen. You remain adamant. You were just so stubborn. Don't call me because I'm not picking. I'm not picking
as a matter of as a matter of fact, Hobbs, as a matter of fact, even better, the Mainnet, right, our network, right? So the Mainnet, we've already been on the Mainnet, so the network is about to open. However, it will behoove us all, right? It will behoove us all to move or to act as if the network is already open. Right? Be active as if the network is already open, because the network is going to open, right? It's going to be fully open, right, for global interoperability, right?
I'm telling
you, and within our financial right? If within our Pi infrastructure, there will be some stability. The utility is there. The use case, the everything is there. However, when the network opens, the masses is going to come, and there's going to be other opportunities that will open. However, be mindful, and make smart decisions with your inheritance. Don't waste your inheritance. Don't squander your inheritance. Don't, as they say, sell your inheritance for cheap, right? Because it's your value, it's your assets, your decision. However, don't blame anyone else other than yourself, because in the network, there's so many options in the network, and when the network opens, there's going to be so many ways to put the value to work, put Pi to work. I'm for sure about that. Right now we don't see it, because right now it's in the enclosed network, and it's just mainly pioneers sharing the D apps, sharing the D apps, sharing the apps, and we don't really see all of what the possibilities of what we will be able to do with our Pi. When the network opens, I'm sure the Pi Core team is going to have other apps, other ways to put in our value to work, to where we are rewarded. Not necessarily, as people say, getting interest. The terminology, our terminology would have to change. We have to be more mindful, because we're dealing with value. We're not dealing with speculation, cryptocurrency speculation, market space. We're dealing with value, and we'll be rewarded for backing the global Pi networking movement, the global networking infrastructure of our Pi network, and we'll be rewarded just like we're rewarded now. We're rewarded. Right?
This is exactly what I'm always attenuating, and I'm always speaking on. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at all cryptocurrencies, okay, right now that is working, one thing is for sure, with the meme currencies and all that, there's what do you call it? Their market value is always up there. Recent one which I saw, is in the billions. However, when you look at them individual basis, you realize that their utilities is very limited. Some of them have as much as just 2. Some of them have 1. Some don't have anything. They are just running based on the hype. That's all. Okay. But when you look at the crypto, the Pi network, we have 20 functioning D apps. Now, let me just real quick take you through even just the top 5, which in my opinion is a top 5 for me. Number 1 is the Pi workforce. Now, the Pi workforce works similarly as Fiverr. Anybody who has used Fiverr will testify to the fact that it's basically you asking or someone coming in and providing a service for you, and then you pay back in fiat currency. But in our case, it's going to be payment with the Pi coins. Okay, now take all that stuff on Fiverr and literally translate it into the Pi network. You're talking about faster means of delivery, faster means of sending on the blockchain, faster means of payment, not needing for any other thing. You get my work done. I check my work. It's fine. I like it. I asked you to do an animation. I asked you to design a logo for me. I asked you to design a minimalist application. I asked you to do a voiceover. Majority of pioneers have different skills based on their localization and the personalities. Some people have very good voices to do voiceovers. This is an opportunity for you to maximize your Pi coins and on the Pi workforce. So these are apps that are going to be functioning. They are going to be functioning. These are D apps that are going to be functioning on a whole large scale. And this is exactly what we need. And this is why we keep saying that it's going to change the whole entire landscape. That is just one of it. That's just one of it. Let's look, for example, at the Map of Pi. Now, the Map of Pi is a D app that was developed by the pioneers. Now, let me iterate and say this, that according to the Pi core team, these apps, okay, have been accepted, but they've not yet been vetted. Now, by being the difference between these two is that being vetted means they have gone through security checks within the Pi core team itself to make sure that the developers of this app are not just some quick rich scheme people trying to dupe the system. You understand? So they have approved of it as that everything looks fine, it's functioning and everything. But now they will be vetted and then approved by the network itself. However, it's open for mainnet, meaning that it has been open, so any person can go in, but then you have to be cautious. Okay, don't go and throw all your Pi coins and say, okay, here, take it, make me something. Of course, if the person takes away some of your coins, you will be in big trouble. However, the potential is what I'm looking at. Okay, it's what we are looking at. So just 1 minute. All right, we're back on. So this is the potential is what I'm looking at. Okay, hold on a minute. Yeah, there we go. So the potential is what we are looking at. What is the potential that we have? The potential is the map of Pi has the ability to show you exactly where each pioneer or each business is found. It's more of like a Google map in a sense. Okay, it's more of a Google map, and it has opportunity or has the ability to further develop itself in terms of the developers or the Pi D apps. The developers to have the ability to develop itself to give you more information regarding a specific. So for now, if you go on the app, all that you see is the location of the person, the merchant who is ready or accepting Pi coin. Now, moving on forward, which the Pi network core team did say that all D apps developers need to polish their apps, polish it to the standard of, like, say for example, Google Play. Polish the standard of where everything is functioning, all bugs and everything has been fixed. See you see the level of threshold or level of requirement that is being required by the core team from developers. This is what we are talking about, and this is just two. Now the next one, which I personally like, is the What You Got app. Now, the What You Got gives you the ability to be able to make purchases of the likes of travel, holiday, traveling tickets, plane tickets, all these things. These are kind of apps that we will come to the realization that a lot of pioneers are willing to patronize. If I can buy a plane ticket from UK to Ghana in like that with as little as 0.0000 something Pi coins, and I literally get my ticket, not some fake ticket, but real ticket instantly. Ladies and gentlemen, that's me off to the plane airport, and that's me flying away. Quick transaction. Quick means no need for any long term. What is your long card? Wait for your bank to verify that you. Come on, I am my bank. I am the bank itself. Done transaction, get your money, get my stuff, I'm out. These are the apps. So you realize that in a space of a day, we're going to have the amount of traffic moving towards the Pi network app is going to be massive. And guess what? We have 20 of them. And behind backdoors, there are other apps. Let's not forget, when the Pi Hackathon kicked in, there were other people who actually developed these D apps. It's just that they didn't make it to the top. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they didn't have the capacity or the ideas there. The ideas were there. Now, after this time, they have polished them even better. So we're going to see a massive increase in the number, and that is exactly what we are looking for. We are going to see such tremendous amount of people. Now, if the pioneers don't take advantage of this, ladies and gentlemen, the people out there who are not pioneers will come in and see the potential, and they will grab it. And and when they grab it, we are going to be in a blind. Then you cannot say, oh, the Pi core team should have done. No. You didn't take opportunity. And someone else came in, he saw the opportunity, hired himself some app developers, about 3 or 4 or 5 of them, combined their heads together, and they brainstormed and came up with an app which will benefit the company or benefit the individual. And that's how it is. If Amazon jumps on board and it develops or is integrating the Pi network system into its payment system as a acceptable cryptocurrency on their platform, do you know how many people are going to be shopping on Amazon using Pi coins? Yeah, exactly. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, if not trillion. So we need to position ourselves in the right spaces. Now, the question is, some pioneers don't even know that the Pi D apps, what they do and what they are functioning for. Within just the 20 D apps, there are about 4 or 5 of them which are e-commerce based. Yeah. Buttermilk is an e-commerce, and there are other ones too that I saw. If these polish their apps properly, there will be no need for us to even move out. There will be no need for us to move out.
As a matter of fact, if I may, Hobbs?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we have the D apps. We have these apps that are functioning right now in our ecosystem right now. We have these
right now.
Yeah, we have these already before the network opens. As a matter of fact, we also have our own. I wouldn't call them exchanges, but they're exchanges for the Pi, right? It's like the gateway for those that already have been KYC, right, onto the mainnet, right, active with available balance, on the Pi base and the Pi chain mall, okay? And for people who say that they want to have Pi now, you can get Pi. However, you would have to be KYC. You know your customer, right? Because it's all about security. It's all about everyone not having more than one account. We are regulated. We are in regulation mode. We already are past all the security measures. Right? This network is way ahead of its time. We are already ready for the network, and people, we're so many of us as pioneers are not really looking and seeing what could be done, what we could be doing right now. It's so much that could be done right now before the network opens.
Absolutely. So just so people see, and like we said, I know this is on your computer, but I'm just showing you. You see them? Yep. They are all ready for mainnet. You can see the mainnet right there in the ecosystem. Absolutely ready for go. And like I said, I'm focused on about 5 of them, which I believe, and I've given my unbiased opinion after careful check of them. Now, I didn't open the app to go in to do reviewing because I'm still waiting for the Pi core team to approve or vet some of them, and then I'll be like, okay, if they've been vetted. But I've seen their interfaces, and I've gone in, I've seen what they're about. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, Pi Workforce is my number one, because I could easily go into a voice. I could be offering people who are planning to do audiobook reading, or audiobook, make a compilation. You send me your work, I'll do it. You send me my Pi. It's easy, simple. And that is just one way. I have my Pi nodes. I could just get myself better equipment, computing services, stuff like that. A CPU with a memory the likes of 16 gig, or if I can build my own, top it up. Doesn't really matter. And that is going to further even bring me more returns. I can be a super node user, ladies and gentlemen. It's very easy because I have the capital too. Why not? And that is further going to boost you and bring you. I could travel to Africa, go to some places within Africa that needs electricity, build myself some solar farms and sell it back to the grid. Ladies and gentlemen, more capital coming in for me. This is, see, it's endless. It's endless. It's only a matter of time we're going to have the likes of DeFi on the Pi network. It's only a matter of time that we'll be able to use the Pi network as a means of creating contracts, just as Ethereum is doing. Brilliant. Brilliant. And see how we're going to do that is simple, because once mainnet hits and we open it the floodgates, we're going to be having a lot of people trooping in from the outside with that capabilities. And once they see that they can develop apps on the network and use that to get more money, more pikes, hello, that's a game changer.
It's a game changer.
That's a game changer.
That's why I plugged in. That's why, as hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. That's why I plugged in the Pi Base app and the Pi Chain Mall. Both of those are must-have for serious-minded pioneers who want to be prepared when the network opens. Because when the network opens, I would say the same opportunity that's now available, I would dare to say it will not be the same opportunity is going to be available for those in those same apps that I just mentioned. They're not going to be the same when the network opens, right? And I would say that it's important for all of the apps that are right now active on the mainnet, that they should be in alignment with the GCV 314159, because in order, you want people to come and support your app. And if pioneers or anyone who's mindful and aware know that the value of the Pi, our Pi, has a high value and it's a stable value, and the apps are not reflecting that value, meaning for the goods or the service that the apps are offering, and they're asking for way too much Pi, then myself as a pioneer, I'm not going to support that app, because they don't care about us as pioneers saying that we want the buying power to be put back in our hands and we want to be fair. I would say that everyone should really think about being mindful about what you are offering as far as your goods, your services, and what you're asking for each pioneer to give you in the Pi in exchange for that good or service. Because you want people to patronize, you want people to support what you are offering. And we all know that our networking infrastructure has all the value there, and so we should be fair with and be across the board with this fairness and say that we barter with that rate of exchange of 314159. I'm just saying, just it's coming from my mind, my perspective as a pioneer, that we all should be in agreement with that already before the network opens.
I agree with you. I agree 100%. The that the value is going to be directly linked with or be agreed by the pioneers themselves or us.
Yes.
And we have made that agreement that the GCV is going to hold. So
yes,
once that agreement has been made, and like I said the last time, that of course there's going to be a lot of work and there's going to be a lot of factors. There are a lot of people who are very skeptical about it, but like I said, looking at what the network is offering, okay, looking at what the network is offering, it stands to on the grounds that, look, once everything goes the way we are looking at it to go, then that value is going to stand. And when the value stands, that's how we're going to be able to clamp down on the likes of a pumping and dumping mechanism. Now, I want to say something that I think Bongo from Philippines made it. He said, anyway, let's be thankful for what Picore team price decides. Whether it's low at starts, it's a reward for us. So I just want to say, so that it's good to be appreciative. Okay, we all have to be appreciative because none of us paid any money to mine or to get Pi. So whatever the case be, we are appreciative of it. But at the same time too, that also doesn't mean that we can be very optimistic about it. Okay. Now the reason why we are optimistic about it is because we have seen what other cryptocurrencies does, or what they do for them to be able to get to the level that they are as at now. Okay, the value that they are exhibiting is based upon what they are capable of bringing out. For example, the likes of Ethereum. the main utility of Ethereum is building contracts. Okay, building contracts has earned it to where it is right now at about 3,000 USD per coin. Okay, because it has a real life value or real life asset. The likes of Bitcoin has only one, and that is using as a means of storage or as an asset, or that can be stored. That's it. And because it has a scarcity, so you have the likes of governments, and its adoption has become global on a global scale. Okay. Now, if you look at the likes of, or if you compare all that they are offering, that makes them get the value that they are right now, in comparison to the Pi network, they don't stand any chance. None of them, from Bitcoin to Ethereum to Solana, all these in terms of real life usage abilities, they don't come close. The Pi network, even before Mainnet, is doing what we call what we all know as the Pi Fest. What happened in the Pi Fest? The Pi Fest was a first step. Okay, it was our first step to seeing the capabilities and the potential of the network to be able to function on a day-to-day in huge transaction. And I really commend the likes of the Indonesian Pi community for what they did during that time, because they were actively involved in that trade. The likes of reputable mentions like China, they did an absolute marvelous job with what they did, where people were making purchases of cars, okay, with Pi coins during the Pi Feast. The payment and the other reputable mentions like Nigeria. I saw a couple of the pictures on the Pi forum, okay, where Pi Fireside, where I saw transactions being made and the localization. But this is to show you that when we launch and we start hitting those figures and we start making those moves, making payments, engaging in the apps, okay, we're going to have a huge traffic. Then the value of it has literally started, because we are using it as a means of transaction. That's number one. We are using it as a means of not transaction, but we're also looking at the potential of it as a contract settings for the network. It's a blockchain, come on, and we can use the blockchain for so many other things. And the Pi network gives that opportunity, or creates that sense, or creates that for all of it to happen. So Hussein Ishmael says, what is the value? I believe that's what he's trying to say. 341,459 times 2,000. Okay, I don't know. Is it your Pi coin that you are referring to? But anyway, like I said, the value for the Pi coin is going to be determined by the pioneers, not the core teams per se. Okay, the core team has its role or function in order to make sure that The network is functioning, it's active. That's why there's an allocation of 20 billion Pi coins onto the Pi core team, and we have 1 billion into the liquidity pool. The remaining is with pioneers, and that's the thing, because majority of the pioneers, some of them are failing KYC, some of them, and see, that's the thing. Some of us are very not serious. Let me put it that way, because that's how I see it. Okay, not serious in the sense that when you've been given opportunity to be a part of such a network where you're making such strides and you can see the potential of this network, when you're given the opportunity to do a KYC, why would you play around with it? Why play around with KYC? Why, when the system asks you turn right, you see people with funny faces, and I'm like, really? Is this really warranted? You've been given opportunity to do a KYC and you're joking with it. You're playing with it. It says turn right, they will just look somewhere, and of course you will fail. You will fail. You see people using their phones to take images and then trying to use the phone that you're using for the verification on the image. You will fail. Putting in identification that is not you, you will fail. These are security measures that have been gone through, and even if a pioneer or the validator knows you or is closer to you or whatever, that verification is not done just by one person. If I do a verification, it have to be overlooked or overseen by two other people that I have no knowledge where they are from or where they are going to be from. And when that happens, what are we going to see? We're going to see the majority of pioneers who were in there failing. And when you fail and you fail woefully, that means you're not going to get your Pi coins. And when you don't get your Pi coins, it is counted as, in a sense, like burnt. In a sense. And you know what burning is in crypto industry? Where there's too much asset or there's too much coin, they burn some to raise the raise the scarcity up and increase the value of it. But in our case, it's not that it's not there. It's there, but people can access it. Those that have lost their phones, those that have thrown their phones away, those that have forgotten their passwords and can't get access. Some people don't. Some people, even in my referral team, they've deleted their own account. And I'm like, well, okay, fine, that's fine. At least when it happens and you start hearing wind of it, just as Bitcoin started, and we were like, oh. And then all of a sudden, they remember that they had some Pi coins. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me break it to you. You deleted your account. Because you deleted your account, I can't help you with anything. Because you've forgotten your password and you didn't take good care of it, you thought it was it wasn't really going to amount to anything. Well, the game is on you now. Touche. And that's what's good, because I'm not going to be partnering. I'm not going to be giving you one Pi coin. Nah, for why? Why should I give you when you had every opportunity for free? For free. All you had to do was do a KYC. That was it. Just do your KYC. And this is a message I always tell pioneers. Some people say, well, what if it doesn't amount to anything? I'm like, look, okay, let me put it this way. If it doesn't amount to anything, I don't lose. Neither do you lose. Nobody loses. Okay? Because it didn't cost you any money to get it. But let's peradventure it hits and it comes through. You will be smiling. Yes, you will be smiling. And that is going to be the difference, okay, between you, me, and any other person out there. So we need to be able to get ourselves educated. We need to be able to look in the apps. We need to be able to read more on these things and dive deeper into them. So it seems we're coming to a close, ladies and gentlemen. I've been on for 2 hours, 42 minutes. That's a very long time. I really, really thank you for staying on. Ivan, man, it's a blessing, man. At some point, I was like, nobody's going to come on here, so better just close shop and go home. Yeah, but then you came in, people turned up, and look, we have 12 people online right now listening to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget, in a couple of minutes, it's going to be not 9 days anymore for the KYC to come to a close, but 8 days. 8 days. That is 1 week and 1 day, if I'm right. Yep, absolutely. So it's absolutely coming gradually. The day that we've been waiting for, after mining for 4 years, as Hussein said, after mining for 4 years, yeah, it's an investment that you took, in a sense, an investment that you believed, investment that you put your heart to. The people who designed or created Bitcoin and all these other ones, yeah, at some point, it the same way, it was an investment. I remember the time when there were facets where you play a game and then you get rewarded in Bitcoins. And now today we have Pi Network with the likes of Latin games, other games, even the Tetris, and you get rewarded in Pi coins. How wonderful is it? And wait till you get the likes of YouTube that gets their hands onto the platform because of the numbers. Yeah, that's when we will start realizing, oh my goodness, Amazon is here, Temu is here, the likes of the American giants and all these other companies are here. Oh boy, this is hot. Yes, because the asset, and see, wait till the countries start grabbing Pi coins. Oh my goodness, you will be shocked, because the likes of America will not sit down for some other countries, but China is a smart one, so they got their people to be as one of the highest node users, 35,000 and over strong, ladies and gentlemen. And the Chinese market, come on, the numbers are there. So they might not even want to be chasing buying it, but they'll just encourage their people and probably maybe shorten up on the chips that have been made. Well, and feed it to their own people, and there you go. They might be the leading holders, but for me, that doesn't really bother me, neither should it bother you, because it's only going to increase, get the value even higher. And that's where we come in. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really, really happy. Let me just read some few comments on here. I really appreciate to know wherever anyone is watching me from. Just put in the comment section. We are about to bring this live session to a close. We've been running for 2 hours, 45 minutes, and it was all thanks to you. Now, Hussein says, that is a big dream. I've been mining for 4 years. Can we develop like MoneyGram in Pi? Well, Hussein, the possibility is endless. So maybe not develop it in a sense, but we can partner with them. So I'll give you a typical example. Okay, the Pi network works on the same stellar consensus, okay, with the likes of XRP. Now, if you don't know this, let me bring you chip you in on this news. So XRP, before they went into the whole court cases with the American security firms, where they already were partnering with Western Union. Anyone who knows Western Union, so they partnered with, or Western Union partnered with them because of the stellar consensus and the speed of transaction, so that they could make much faster transaction and get that claim. So Western Union only pulled out from XRP when they started getting issues with the court cases, so they dropped, and then they obviously look for other opportunities. And now today, the remittance world is not limited to the likes of MoneyGram and Western Union anymore. There are a huge, vast amount of remittances that have come up, and of course, now the opportunity is based literally on who gets to send faster, who gets to send at a cheaper transaction fee. Once again, because if I'm sending and I'm paying less, why not? So Pi Network stands to, because with this huge node user, we have the highest node users and the highest nodes globally for any cryptocurrency. Let me repeat that again so you understand it. If you take all the cryptocurrencies that currently are now, none of them, including Bitcoin, none of them stands to, when it comes to the numbers of node users, active node users, in comparison to Bitcoin, to Picoin. Bitcoin has 20,000 node users, and majority over right about a bit above 20,000. So let's give them a benefit of 30,000. Let's add some to the 30,000. Let's say 30,000, but 20,000 is within the United States of America as nodes, okay? or hardware, machinery mining, or helping with the transaction and mining the Bitcoins for them, and maintaining the networks and its security and every transactions here and there. If you look at so we got Golden Star is here. Golden Star says, sorry, hopes, dear pioneers, the connection. Oh, okay, Golden Star said, sorry for the connection cutting. That's fine, man. Thank you so much for turning up. So now, if back to what I was saying, if you look at, if you look at, lost my train of thought there for a minute. So if we look on a global scale, all these things, like for example, the remittances, back to the remittances that are ongoing, and the speed of transaction and the fees and all these things, you get to have that understanding that we are the top dogs right now. All we need is, once the network opens, the pioneers who are listening to me, or Pi Network users who are listening to me, you need to take advantage of this. Don't let this thing slip through your fingers and let other people come in and take over. And when I say take over in the sense that they are grabbing all the opportunities that we should be grabbing. Okay, because then it's not going to sit well at all. Okay, so this is exactly what we're saying. So moving on and bringing this thing to a close, I really want to thank each and every person who's listening. I will be streaming some, especially I'm planning on repurposing this video after here and restreaming it, but I'll also be coming on streaming to stream some other stuff. We're trying to get all the numbers going. Ruth Ezzy says thank you so much, Ruth Ezzy, and I want all the Pi community within Nigeria to be one. Come together, have a goal, have some purpose, have some plans down, okay, so that once we hit mainnet, we will be running and helping. Like I said, if you can come together, then you can partner with the government, or you can partner among yourselves, come up with a team, hire engineers, set up your Pi solar going within the regions of Kano or up north, where there's a majority of sunlight coming through, and you just be feeding back into the grid, and you get paid for that. Okay, you get paid for that. The possibilities are endless. Nigeria has a very strong market. Okay, Hussein says I'm from Amsterdam. Absolutely. Well, wherever you are, there are so many opportunities. You can go into investment, you can go into real estate, and still make it big time on you. So wherever you are globally, ladies and gentlemen, the possibilities is endless. Golden Star said, you're all super amazing. Have an amazing night. Yes. So thank you all so much for tuning up for today's session. I really, really appreciate it. And I really wish you guys all the best. Any news like a hawk on the network, any news that I get that is amazing, I will be coming in to share with you and you. So until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate it, and have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for tuning up. Thank you so much, Golden Star, for coming through for your brother. Really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful evening. And please, before you go, do share, subscribe. If today's the first time, please subscribe to this channel. Okay, we bring you top quality. Take your time, go through our playlist. I will humbly request all those who are watching me, please, if you can, set the playlist. Go to the Hobbs Global. Go look for the playlist. Put in on play, let it play, let the hours count, so that we can get monetized and be able to bring you more top quality, because I need a lot of equipment and a lot of stuff to go, so that you can grab in. And I want to put this in your mind and add it to your calendar. Okay, when the mainnet date comes out, I'm hoping to stream live down to the countdown here with you, so that we'll be able to go and see the value as it's shooting up right here with me and you online. So let's go right now. We've gotten over the threshold for YouTube for the minimum for monetization. All that I need is the hours. We've clocked 1.7k hours. but we still have more potential. We need 4K, so let's go. All I need is you to watch the video, share it on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, any place where you can share it. Please do share. When you're free, go to the playlist. Even if you've watched it before and you know what all the information there, just tap that playlist and let it play away. Okay, let it all stream away. Let it get the numbers going so that your boy can get monetized, can bring you up-to-date information, more top quality content with very highly edited stuff, and we can get going with this. Until we see again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And like I always say, pie closer onto Mainnet. Thank you so much for coming, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. All my regards to every other person who's here. Thank you, and bye-bye.